you've had some great matches, five-setters over the years on this court. Always seem to bring out the drama. We recall the Moya match, the racket breaker. What's so special about this place that brings that out in you?
Well, I think it's the best place to play in the world, and playing here at night is it provides even more focus of the public's attention on this court, and it's pretty exciting for all of us.
Speaking of focus, some people are making this out as old guard versus the new guard. Are you ready to uphold the veterans' end?
Well, I hope so. I hope so, and I think Robby's going to do a great job of holding up the young end, and it's going to be a tough match, but it'll be fun to play and hopefully fun to watch.
Best of luck, Todd. Thanks. Ted, there goes Todd.
What a dignified presence he is, Todd Martin. It does almost look like a father-son match, doesn't it, as they walk out on court?
A little bit. Well, he's certainly been a mentor, a long-time mentor for these young guys when they've come around on the Davis Cup. Ginepri starting as a practice partner in the Davis Cup team when Todd was a member. So there's certainly that aspect of it, but don't think that Todd will be any less competitive because of that.
Well, Bill, I think there'd be a lot of happy folks in here if it goes 5 sets, regardless of the winner.
Weather-wise, let's hope we get that play in.
First game, Ginepri serving, and it's now 40-30.
Robby Ginepri, 4 sets.
That's good. What a difference, John, in a year for Robby Ginepri. He played first round here last year against Andre Agassi, and no contest. Now a year later, top 50.
Well, one thing you can notice, obviously, is how much stronger he is. I mean, he's really been working the weights. He's gotten himself in far superior condition. He's got a year more experience under his belt. You see his record is excellent.
His prize money should say $344,000 plus mini driver, don't you think?
Nice bonus. The older woman with the young guy. That'll help his exhibition fee go up. Todd Martin, we've seen him many times over the year, is a very awkward opponent to play against. It's 33-6-6. He uses that height exceedingly well. You see again, tough to get the fitness and the match play under his belt, although certainly at this stage in his career, less is more. Try to give it everything he's got right here at the U.S. Open. It's the first meeting between the mentor and the student. And you see Gonzalez up 2-1 in the 4th on serve. Some heavy hitting there.
Think about under the lights, John, here on this court in 1999 when Todd Martin came back from a 2-set hold and beat Greg Rusedski.
That was and then down in the 5th set as well. It was a fabulous comeback.
That was the night I think we saw Todd end up getting IV treatment. Really in trouble, but made the finals that year.
Finals and took Andre to 5 sets. That's what Ginepri needs to do. Can he do it consistently is the question. You know, he stepped in, took that second serve early before it kicked up on him, blocked it back right up the line. I mean, if he hits this cleanly, there's no chance for Martin to get that. He just doesn't cover enough territory at this stage of his career. Martin will continue to give him different looks throughout this match. He will serve and volley at times. As much as possible, he's going to need to dictate play. Keep these points relatively short.
There's the hold for Martin in his first game. Well, a unique story has unfolded today and tonight on the grandstand court here.
What's about to happen here?
And apparently during the long rain delay, a spectator spilled something onto the court there in the corner. And it's a sticky, left a sticky field to the surface, and they've tried everything and they can't get it off. And basically, they've shut the grandstand down for them.
I think that's where Justine Henin,
yes,
the second seed, was going to play.
Corey was just starting his match, the 5th seed on the men's side.
He was there at 3-2.
That was in the rain delay.
Now what are they going to do?
So they're apparently moving these matches to other courts.
Wow.
But the grandstand is not playable because of that spill of something. They're not sure precisely what it was, but it's affected the playing surface to the point they can't get it off.
Well, my question is, if you start a match on one court, I suppose you're telling me they can move it to another one. I didn't think that was within the rules.
I believe it is. And this question was discussed earlier tonight in the USA
the
executive headquarters.
Oh, right.
It's basically the last circumstance.
If sticky substance occurs on hard
well, the
courts,
court's unplayable. Because that would have been an issue for Agassi and Kafelnikov, obviously.
Boy, that's some big hitting. It's a long, tough point, and it's a smart play by Ginepri. He's got some options there. He sees Todd's 4 or 5 feet behind the baseline. It's a good call there. So what you're saying is Agassi's coming up shortly on court 20?
No. That's what that's why the discussion was taking place, was there be an option of moving, which I'm sure that Andre and probably Evgeny would have preferred to play tonight. And they weren't given that option. Meanwhile, we start here with Ginepri Martin on serve.
So why wasn't Agassi playing tonight, Ted? If he played tonight, would that mean that the people that watched him in the day session could stay to watch? Is that it? It would still be a day session?
Yes. So that all of these folks here in the stadium now would still be outdoors.
Money.
And that would not be a very comfortable scenario. Unfortunately, it's just not. It's not terribly fair for Agassi or Kafelnikov.
No, it isn't. They canceled the day session, according to our producer Gordon Beck, except the day session's still going on outside. So the day people
are allowed to.
I am ordered to tell you.
Right. They can go around the grounds and.
Can go on the grounds, watch some excellent tennis.
Everything, some terrific matches.
But the bottom line, it is unfair to the Agassi Kafelnikov duo. That's the price of being as important to a tournament.
That's exactly right,
Andre.
Being.
And Yevgeny, you are a Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer. So we would like to see you tomorrow. during the daytime. Play some great tennis.
So strong game on serve there for Todd Martin. 2-all. Robby Ginepri, Atlanta, his home. He and Brian Vahaley, another young American, both go back and train in the Atlanta area, a very strong tennis area when they're 15.
They love to play their tennis in the Atlanta outskirts. There's more people play tennis in that area, or they have a bit the highest, I think, membership of all the associations around this great country we have. Wayne Ferrer was a nice little breakthrough. Get through that in 4 sets.
Do you think, John, we'll see as Ginepri continues to mature that some of the strength is going to help the serve?
I think so, absolutely.
30-all.
He's already helped his serve. I mean, he's markedly stronger than when I first saw him break onto the scene. Gonzalez Dent 3-all 4th set. 2 sets to 1 Gonzalez.
Really, what has always seemed to characterize Ginepri, his legs. Great wheels, really moves well.
Now, when you start to tack on some experience, you see why he's moving up so quickly. Todd Martin is a great striker of the ball, particularly when he has time. And this is really watching him at his best. If he gets ahead in the point, watch out. Ginepri has learned is be ready for a good return to come back, which he was there. Then you can hit the ball just a solid, that's a safe play with spin to the open court.
So we continue on serve in the first set. Piece of machinery, and it gives me my annual chance to plea for tarps. Please.
Please, come on. That Michael Barkan bit provided by Spick and Span. Here, Ginepri's had a couple strong points to start this game. Watch out, Todd Martin. That's why he's taking some extra time. It's 2 tough points. He's breathing hard. He needs to get ready right here. Not let this youngster jump out on him. Very important for Martin to get first set under his belt.
And the importance of this, obviously, for Ginepri, it's, again, he's trying to make his first big move. But for Todd Martin, at 33 years and 93 rank, every match he wins keeps him in that ranking position that he can continue to play and get directly into tournaments. And Jim Courier was pointing out the other day, John, that may determine how much longer Todd plays.
Well, he'll certainly get some opportunities in the States with some wild cards. But that is very important, obviously. He did lose here first round last year, so these are bonus points, as they say. As an example, were he to beat Ginepri, even lose the next round, that would probably take him from 93 to 70, which would be in much better position to get on some events. See, Ginepri, if he wants to get from 40 to 20, he needs to win games like this. He'll learn that at a chance at a return at love 30. And now he gets in a point. It looked like the footwork a little. He's tense. Let's be honest. This is a great opportunity for him. It's the biggest match of his career right now. Get to the 4th round of a Grand Slam.
So 3-all in the first set. And tonight we look down upon the National Tennis Center, courtesy of the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. The spirit of Goodyear tonight, continuing a 78-year tradition as the aerial ambassador and icon of the 105-year-old company.
Still very human out there. I'm hoping the forecast is good, Ted. Have you heard a updated forecast? Are we good now? Is the rain biased?
We had a great shot about half an hour ago of the sun setting, and just the fact we could see that.
That's a good sign.
Yes.
Robby Ginepri, as you mentioned, lost Agassi first round here last year, so he's going to rise either way in the rankings. He continues to cruise on his serve in this first set.
There were those good legs of Ginepri.
Yeah, you made a good point, though, before, Ted, about the serve. That's something he's going to need to improve. Because now, all of a sudden, people are going to start to know about this guy. He's going to be a better win. People are going to be looking out for him. They start trying harder against these top-rated players to get the wins.
So Ginepri holds for 4-3 in the first. So Ginepri and Martin locked in a first set battle at Ash Stadium on serve at 4-3 Ginepri. Ooh, and that clipped the line for Martin.
Just barely clipped the outside of the line.
Wonder if Lubicic has watched a replay yet of that point that he was so angry about in the tiebreak last night. That Hawkeye had right on the line.
Yeah.
I should say Hawkeye and Mackay both had right on the line.
How good is the feel from the big guy there? He's very comfortable and shifty at net. Tough to read that half volley winner. The hustle and the positioning for Robby made that shot easier. Opened things up for him. See that good depth on the return. He runs around that backhand in a hurry. No chance for Todd to cover that. Excellent play by Ginepri. You can see Todd's already, you sense, slowing things down. This is going to be played at his pace. Thank you. He deserves that at 33 years of age. There's a possible way to get a few seconds rest. Not saying that he did it there on purpose. Taylor Dent is now at 5-all in the 4th set, surviving a match point on serve. Things very tight over there at Louis Armstrong.
Well, right now, we're coming to the end of the first week. It's really, for American tennis, it's progress to see Ginepri, to see Blake, to see Taylor Dent, John, winning some rounds here at the Open, playing well against good players.
It sure is. You know, let's pop over to Louis Armstrong now. Jim Curry with the update.
And 15 love now. Gonzalez and Taylor Dent, as you said, John, saving match point with a service winner and then hitting a off the charts half volley drop volley for a winner at deuce and then holding serve. Taylor Dent switching rackets, getting a fresh look and trying to get a break over here, but it looks like another breaker's coming up.
All right, Jim, thank you. We'll keep on top of that. Here it's Ginepri serving at 15 love.
So he's got a bit of a hitch on his serve. That's going to need to be worked on, because when things get tight, those type of situations may occur. They're called double faults.
30.
Like the last 6 months a year, his serve has clearly improved. And that's the good news. He's certainly young enough to improve in all areas.
40.
He's another ace off the line.
So it's 5 aces for Ginepri first set.
Game.
And the game. So neither player has had a break point yet.
To Arthur Ashe.
Where it's 15 love for Martin. So neither player has had really much of a look at the other's serve here. No break points yet.
There was that one chance. Ginepri left 30. He had a couple chances. Martin erased them. This has a look of a tiebreak as well. Do we have the split screen ready yet? Steve Mayer, are we all set? Our producer.
I love it when they don't answer you.
It's very quiet in the truck.
First double thrown in by Martin.
That's not an easy task to accomplish. Hit a topspin over a guy 6'6". Ginepri just long.
Game. Martin.
That was 5-all.
Game's easy.
That's well struck by Robby Ginepri there. He really stayed with that finish the stroke, a la Mr. Andre Agassi. And guess what? They are headed to a four-set tiebreaker over at Louis Armstrong. Have to get over there very shortly.
30-15.
All right, 30 all here.
We're moving fast. 40-30 here. It's deuce. As we go back to Armstrong. I don't get any production credits.
And they've got a set to go there, so that is terrific. And now Todd Martin 2 points from getting this first set to a tiebreak.
Oh, the big man with the touch, and then he follows it up with some excellent anticipation. He guessed right there. Ginepri on the move already. Thinks he's got Todd Martin beat. Nope, not this time. Taylor Dent also, he didn't try to blow that by Gonzalez. He spun it away from him. That serve wasn't hit more than 100 miles an hour. He gets the set. And now we're here into a tiebreak.
How about this? Well timed.
Good stuff.
16%.
That's a mistake so many people make. You look at the line, you're hoping it goes out. You take your eye just for that little bit of time off the ball. Next thing you know, it's behind you. Ball got away from Ginepri. That is a hard thing not to do. What? That's an incredible shot. You talk about the speed of Robby Ginepri. Just look, I mean, there's nothing you can even say. Just look at this. I mean, Martin clips the tape. It's right on the line. He runs it down. He ducks. He's looking out of the left corner of his eye to get away from that. That's a fantastic shot.
And it's almost as if he hit that ball from the other side of the chair, and that's what Steve Ulrich, the chair umpire, was signaling that it was okay. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, you've got to see that a few more times tonight. He's got to be so pumped up right now, Robby Ginepri. It's unbelievable.
How unnerved does this make Todd Martin?
Look at this. And watch him. He switches to the one-hander. Full run. He's got to make sure he doesn't hit the umpire's chair. Okay, he does hit the ball on his side of the court. Then he ducks. I mean, he could have gotten clocked there easily. Easily the shot of the day, if not the tournament. And it looks like it's picked up his intensity, and his level has gone up too. And this is going to be tough for Todd to pull out of here down 4-1. That's why he's taking a good long walk here to regroup. He's going to have to make this one count. 1-4 second serve. Again, simply too good. I mean, you saw Todd Martin hustling as much as he possibly could to run down that first shot. Look, that was a good effort to get that ball back, just not deep enough, and Ginepri jumps on it.
So after his own mistake cost him the first point, Ginepri has come back to win 5 in a row. That was all fueled by that remarkable get. Just when it looked like Martin was going to get a lucky point.
If he wins this set, that point could be the point that wins him this set and match. Jolt that gave the youngster. Well done by Todd Martin, who desperately needed that point. As soon as he saw Ginepri off balance, he moved in as quickly as possible to take that volley early. He is very solid there.
One big theme in this first set, though, has been Ginepri's serve has been good enough that Martin has had no break points, no looks at it, and Ginepri, fueled though by his tremendous legs, one of the great shots of this U.S. Open. Ginepri takes the first set in a tiebreak. Practice that all the time, don't you?
Yeah, right. With the chair, too.
Well, don't forget to stay with us. We're going to be keeping you updated on all the matches. The terrific 5th set. Dent and Gonzalez are on serve. 3-2 Dent in the 5th. And still to come tonight, the French Open champions. Because of the rain, they're being pushed into night play. Both Justine Henin-Ardenne and Juan Carlos Ferrero will play tonight.
This is some night.
And here we Ginepri serving for 1-all in the second set.
French Open semifinalist is out there. Guillermo Coria. Justine Henin, I understand, is going to be playing on court 11.
That's
is
what
that
they say? Which will be and that's going to be coming up in a bit. There's, I think, a women's match is going on there right now. It's the rain scramble.
A lot happening.
Ai Sugiyama. Nicole Pratt playing right now on that court. Pratt won the first set. Sugiyama up a break in the second.
Here, these two have settled into a fine third-round tennis match. Still no breaks to serve.
Love it.
I don't want to jinx you, Todd. Sorry. Brought it up. Run through some scores.
So 3 tie breaks already there. That's destined for a 4th, don't you think?
Well, I sort of hope so. I don't know if they do, but it'd be a great way to end that match, a 5th set tiebreak.
I'm not sure I can ever remember a more anonymous 5th seed in the United States than Guillermo Coria. He is spent most of his time flying, or all of his time flying, way under the radar here.
He's come on in a big way this year. He's won 5 tournaments. He's a clay court specialist. He wishes it was still at Forest Hills, where they last played the tournament on clay. His countryman, Guillermo Vilas, won it there. 1977. He's still waiting for Jimmy Connors to shake his hand.
Well, Todd Martin has proven on this court that he can come back. We told you about his match in '99 with Krusetsky. The next year, 2000, he was down 2 sets to Carlos Moya. Came back and won a 5-set thriller at about 1 in the morning, running around laps around the court.
That was a classic, Martin. His eyes bulging, a la Martin Verkerk this year at the French.
And in 2000, after making the finals in '99, Todd got to the semis in 2000 before Murat Safin beat him. So he'd proven he can come from behind now. This is a little tougher task for him at age 33.
It was well disguised by Ginepri. He held that ball. You could see Martin leaning to his left, hoping that ball would be struck up the line. Ginepri did not oblige him.
This is the first deuce game on Martin's serve in the match. Todd Martin very deliberate in his service games, but it's paid off. Inside Ash Stadium, Todd Martin serving at 30-15.
Again, Ginepri with that forehand cross-court winner. And that's just good tennis from both players. That approach was excellent from Martin. And he had to pinpoint that passing shot.
John, how about in this set? Second set, Todd Martin's come in at 23 times. He's only won 10 of the points.
Well, he's had to face some pretty serious artillery from Ginepri, who's done an excellent job. But still has not been able to break. Neither player has had a break point. This has been a high quality encounter so far.
Both players.
It's a late call, and I'm not sure about that.
Out. Steve Ulrich in the chair. Hawkeye.
Oh,
wow.
Right. Not even close.
Squarely on the line. Now.
Don't look at me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do the wrong guy.
Confirmation.
He's going to lose another point. Point penalty. For
Notice how he didn't ask for Hawkeye. He asked you.
Look what happens. See? And all of a sudden, Ginepri's got his first break point. He's got to refocus here.
First break point of the match. Middle second set.
That's too bad.
Ginepri takes advantage.
You know, it's great shots from Ginepri, and he's playing some great tennis. It's too bad it has to be a break there.
Right. And the afternoon being pushed well into the evening. And meanwhile, Robby Ginepri now coming out strong after the break. 40 love.
Game. Ginepri. Ginepri leads 5-3.
Well, Todd Martin on the verge of getting right where he's been before and wants no business being there tonight. A 2-set hole.
He's done it before, but he sure doesn't want to have to do it again. He wants to try to find his way back into the second set. It's been a tough draw for Todd, though.
15 love.
First round, he's played an 18-year-old guy that looks about 12, and him, right? Second round, he plays the only other guy that eyes bulge like his did, Verkerk. Now he plays a guy who's 13 years younger than him, and Ginepri. Boy, they're trying to age this poor. He's gray enough already. Give the guy a break.
30 love.
Todd Martin and his wife Amy became parents earlier this summer. A growing brigade of daddies playing on the men's tour.
Got to make sure there's good daycare at these tournaments. You didn't have it when I was first a daddy.
And it's really
They've done much better with that, but to their credit.
It's nice to see guys playing long enough to have kids on tour. So inside Ash Stadium, it's Robby Ginepri serving for a 2-set lead. First response, though, by Todd Martin strong. He's got the first point.
Had a great return off a first serve. He's up love 15. He's got a chance to attack here.
15.
He tries to, but catches it. And see that spin into the body? That's why that serve can be so effective. Tough to control that. You ever play those ping pong players, the really good ones with the foam, and you were at the nubs, and they'd tell you where your return was going to go? That's what happened there with Ginepri, the spin. You got to make adjustments for that. Ooh, that's a late call. Maybe they're even now. Oh, yeah, to Martin. Can't believe this. Let's hear this.
Definitely within the range, so therefore she couldn't call it. Okay.
Line official does not allow the machine.
Serves out.
Now, what was the call? The call was out. It was overruled by the chair. Oh no, was it called out? I'm not sure what.
We're still, yeah. It had to be played as a let.
That's a good response, though. The best you can ask for.
Exactly, and he won the point.
And he's got the crowd behind him. And he really went after that ball. And now this is tension time for Ginepri. 30-all second serve. And he's got himself his first break point.
Well, the emotions of this set now brought the crowd into it for Martin.
He seems to have a way of doing this at night here. It's incredible. Another chapter, perhaps being written by Todd. Oh, the answer from Ginepri, the ace. It's like 10 aces.
It's pretty, been a pretty good serving exhibition so far.
Very good.
And it's frustrating for Martin. This will be only his second break point. Ginepri's had one through 2 sets.
And Todd knows he just wanted to make it and force Ginepri to hit a passing shot. And he hit such a good return again. He had Ginepri on his back foot. There's where it helps being 6'6". And he shrugs off that previous point. Ginepri shows you how fast he is, how quickly he could stop there. Todd, third time break point. Oh, yes.
That was a flashback.
Well deserved, my friends.
That goes back a few years. So it's 5-all. And after the routine of holding serve, finally late second set, a breakthrough for both, and an exciting and a needed, much needed one for Martin. Todd taking his time after that tense game and particularly long last point.
And well, he should. It's well left. You know how quickly you have to make that decision and then pull your racket away? Todd has always had a great eye up there at net.
So how about this one? Not only do we get an accomplished veteran like Martin versus one of the young Americans, and Ginepri going on tonight. Tomorrow night,
Who's up tomorrow?
James Blake and Roger Federer.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. That'll be second on after a good women's match between Kim Clijsters and Megan Shaughnessy.
Boy, that's some schedule.
Of course, during the daytime tomorrow on the CBS coverage, they'll have the conclusion of the Agassi match as well as Andy Roddick's match. Lindsay Davenport also during the day tomorrow. Carlos Moya. And John's man, Eunice Elinelli.
Mine and a lot of other people's. Big favorite out there.
But anyway, tomorrow night, #1 woman Kim Clijsters and Megan Shaughnessy will be very interesting. And then Blake Federer,
Wimbledon champ, out there at night. Todd attempted to serve into the body. Ginepri quickly moved to his side. Just rifled the backhand return for a winner. They continue to play excellent tennis out there on Arthur Ashe Stadium. That rarely works. As well as he's been hitting his passing shots, he would have been better served to try to keep it low on a 6'6" opponent. And he pays the price. That's an easy ball. I mean, he saw Ginepri was still running to get back in that point. He temporarily took his eye off the ball. If only if he had taken a step or two closer, that was really a gimme for him. Let's see if it costs him his service game. Coria has run through the second set. 2 sets now to love. 7-5, 6-1. Gregory Carraz in big trouble.
Being brought back to earth after 2 good wins.
Well, he won't make the same mistake twice.
Well, that's 2 nice games for Todd Martin to stay alive in the second set. Well, after a rough late afternoon, early evening, some wet weather, things have cleared up nicely in New York, and a real good match here between Robby Ginepri serving to send the second set to a tiebreak, and Todd Martin.
Lovely, lovely.
And Ginepri has a lot to think about right now as he moves back to the baseline. Hadn't lost serve, serving for the second set. Things getting a little dicey out there. He's still up a set, though. That heart must be racing right now.
What a reversal. He was serving for the set a moment ago. Now Todd Martin has 2 set points.
A couple very tight plays. Martin poised to level this match. He certainly scrambled there. That ball almost dropped in. Still set point. Just right
How
on the
about
line.
that?
That's called going for it.
106. Second serve right down the middle.
Todd was looking for depth, and that ball dropped on the service line, and Ginepri moved in quickly to erase this set point. That's number 4 about to come up. That's the depth he was looking for. Very well struck return. Not the time for a couple people right behind Ginepri to take their seats.
What a battle. Each man digging in their emotional reservoir. It's trading grunts and groans. Ginepri fires himself up one point, then sags after a double the next point.
Welcome to tennis. And he knew he was very excited. That's a good little veteran move he pulled there. Take his time, towel off, really be ready for this deuce point. Veteran of 2 years on the tour.
Ginepri's about 5 weeks younger than Roddick, creeping up on his 21st birthday. And he's got it. Boy, that's some save. 6 off the backhand. It's been strong for him.
And that is well handled by Ginepri. A big, big game for him.
5 set points saved.
And still, there's a tiebreaker to play.
So Martin goes wide for his 8th ace.
Historically been his best serve, taking advantage of that height. Just wide. difficult for Todd to tell where that was going. He leaned the wrong way at that height. Point over.
In a long game, and now a crucial tiebreaker. Martin
Very
really deliberate.
Jerk that forehand.
3-1. Martin.
For a guy 6'6", he's one of the best in the business at handling those half volleys. He does it again there.
To Martin as they change ends. Robby Ginepri, who was hand-picked right about the time Andy Roddick made his arrival on the scene, and suddenly lots of folks in tennis were scrambling for those next good juniors, and Ginepri, largely the speed he displayed, he was picked and got him some terrific USTA coaching and training, some endorsement deals, lots of wild cards. And this year, it's all kicked in for him. And he won both points on his serve. So back to Martin at 4-3.
It's certainly a part of his game you can see he's worked hard on. Try to make life easier out there.
Versus.
Big serve down the middle. 2 points away from the set for Martin.
There it is again.
6-3.
We've really seen an example of poise, John, the experience, because Martin had that call go against him earlier in this set. Could have
lost the serve.
Spiral, right?
6-4.
Come back with the vengeance. As we've seen, he's got the look in his eye.
And he's got the set. This meeting battle of the veteran and the young American. And for 2 sets, it's been a battle of serves, dead even. 1 set all. And we continue to have terrific tennis going on all around on this Saturday night. Rain delaying play for several hours in the late afternoon into the evening session. And it now appears that everything will be completed tonight except for the Andre Agassi match, which will be resumed early afternoon tomorrow. Agassi winning the first set from Kafelnikov.
Don't upset Andre again. I mean, let him have a good night. him and Yevgeny didn't get out there because they're so wanted by CBS again tomorrow. Give him one last chance.
How about that? A little flash from Todd Martin. Nothing to lose, down love 40.
Why not? Give it a shot. Ginepri didn't think he was going to run the other way at 40 love, did he? Come on, he knows too much for that. Let's go to Mike Barkan. Where are you?
All right, Johnny Mac, up here with the star of 1-800-MISSING, that great Lifetime program. Oh, he also plays basketball for the Lakers. Forward Rick Fox. And you're acting a lot more these days than playing hoop because it's the off season, right?
A little bit of the off season and a little bit of torn peroneus longus tendon that's kind of put me out of commission for a while. But season's right around the corner. I'm pretty excited about getting back.
Yeah, I bet you are. And you got Gary Payton added to the fold, Karl Malone added to the fold. You're going to be back. What's this team going to look like this year?
It's been some changes, significant changes. We lost Robert Horry, who I thought played a key role in 3 championships, but we gained 2 Hall of Fame players that I think eventually will add hopefully another championship to the Lakers.
And that would be 4 for you. Then you need 1 for the thumb. You know, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now, Robby Ginepri right here is an athlete, you know, going out with an actress. You're an athlete married to an actress. What advice would you give him about that kind of a relationship?
Well, it worked for me. I won 3 championships as soon as I married my wife. But I think Robby's been playing well under the circumstances of the new relationship. And it is also challenging, though, because you are in the limelight and you do draw more attention that way. But I'm sure Minnie's watching him right now somewhere, probably over in London. And he's got a battle on his hands, but he's got a good chance.
We should point out that you have really become a tennis freak over the years, correct? You were at Wimbledon recently. You're here every year, and you play the game.
I have, and last year was one of the brightest moments of my young tennis career as a fan, I guess. And I was watching Pete Sampras end his career on this stage and winning the U.S. Open last year. And I wish I could only have been here for his retirement. And so I sent his best to his family, actually, and hope he stays around the game.
It was an amazing night. Thanks, Rick. Great to see you, as always, with Rick Fox. We'll go back to Ted and Johnny Mac.
Well, Pete's going to stay around the game, all right? It's going to be around Rick's game.
Rick's game, yeah, the Lakers. Season ticket holder. We want him to stay. Deja vu there. We want him to stay around tennis, too. Pete Sampras.
Well, Ginepri's not amused.
3 strikes and you're out, aren't you? There should be a ruling on this.
Dare I say Kuchera-like?
It was. He's definitely putting Ginepri through the ringer.
And so it's a hold it love. I think you look at the line score and you get a pretty accurate reading. This has been about as even a match as you could ask for.
I think a lot of people expected it to be very close. It's lived up to its billing.
Ginepri's frustration is he knows he let a chance get away to really put Martin down on the mat.
Love 15.
That's a frustrated looking shot. He didn't need to hit it that hard. He's losing his cool here a little bit. That's wide. Here comes Todd Martin. Footwork there, a little suspect. Now it's Todd Martin with 3 break points. The first serve percentage starting to drop too.
Third D.
This would be big for Ginepri if he can get out of this game.
Thinking now it's Martin's turn. He's got a chance to surge ahead. One more chance. Oh, and he gets it on a gift. And Ginepri's going to try to stay glued together during this changeover. First point on Martin's serve.
15.
And he's just intimidating Ginepri mentally right now, playing with his head. There's a point where Martin moves. Watch how quickly he starts moving that way. Ginepri dumps it in the net. He's got to make Martin hit that shot. He's doing what he wants to do now. He's playing at the pace he wants to play. And there is nothing Ginepri can do about it right now. He's got to pick up his intensity. Dig into the well now to get himself back on track. It's a good start. Steve Ulrich, the umpire, doesn't have the clock on this match, I don't think. Forgot his watch.
Oh. Well, here's where Ginepri can get right back in it. This is his gift.
This is the gift in return. Double fault was on break point. This was 30 all, but that was a gimme.
Martin's 11th ace.
Would Ivan Lubicic call that inciting the crowd? The way he's gotten the crowd to rally behind him? As he said, Andy was the only guy that did it.
Right. John referring to some comments Lubicic made last night. Lubicic's comments, sadly, he put on such a wonderful display on the court.
Tremendous match.
And then he spoiled much of it with what he said afterwards. But right now, another break point for Ginepri.
Please take a seat.
Well, that's good tennis for Ginepri. Excellent point. Beauty of youth. Bounce back quick.
Well, I tell you, no margins in this match. 2-all again, and don't forget that Law and Order SVU comes to
I won't forget, okay?
7 nights a week.
Man, 7 days a week.
Set your machines. Start September 20th at 7 right here on USA.
How can I forget? You keep reminding me. Brought a smile from both players' faces. Good stuff.
It was a great shot at Ginepri moving, wasn't it?
So
really
quick. He's really quick. He's having fun out there. At least that's the good news.
Well, French Open champions are on court. Ferrero is playing on Louis Armstrong.
40 love.
And Justine Nardin has just begun her match out on court 11, which is not what you'd expect to see her, but it's necessary
not at
because
all.
of the rain and then the closure of the grandstand.
40-15.
Just joined us. One of the blowers used to dry the court after rain spilled oil on the grandstand court during the drying process tonight, and they've had to close that court.
Another reason to get rid of those blowers.
So Ginepri, that was his series of games. A break, then a solid hold for 3-2 in the third. So Todd Martin serving after Ginepri had leveled the set again. Well, we're seeing one of the oldest players in the draw against a 20-year-old. Let's see how.
Let's see here.
I think
wow. Good for the old guys.
you liked
Yes.
you liked this graphic last night. Look at that for the men 30 and older.
Against players 20 and younger.
20 and younger.
See? Experience prevails.
15.
And you've got, let's see, Andre Elanawi, Todd Martin. And who else is accounting for those wins here?
Is that, oh, that's just at this
This
US
Open,
Okay,
right.
wow.
Bjorkman 30 yet?
I think he is 30. I don't want to age him here. Get the book out quick or he'll be upset at me.
30-15.
.31, Jonas.
Ginepri's done a lot of talking, but he's on the verge of being able to take this set back over.
That's the bad news. Age 26 and under. Well, they loosen things up there. They're working hard in the graphics department. Good for them. Research. Well, clipped the tape, and then suddenly there was a gust of wind. Ball went by Todd Martin.
I mean,
Bad
just
luck.
as quickly as that second set got away from Ginepri, he may get the third one. Oof.
Yeah, he's got a break point. Thought he was going to go up 2 sets to love. Lost his serve. Then he saved 5 set points at 6-5. Thought he was going to win this set again. Lost it. Gets down to break. Looks like he's in trouble. Now he's got break points to go up a break in the third. Very entertaining match.
Yep.
This is Todd. He's got the ups too.
See, but how does this look like James Blake?
Well, it's not bad. Come on.
No, it is. Kidding me?
Not quite Blake.
I'm envious.
Yeah, me too.
Blake yesterday, that was one of the most amazing leaps post Sampras.
He's ready this time. Robby Ginepri's hit this shot quite effectively, and he does it again. But this time, wily old veteran says nope. Not 3 times. Boy, he gets right again. Read right through him. Outstanding third-round match here. Digs out a tough volley. You see him moving. How good does that feel? And you guess right. It's just right there for you. Talk about a return. The full stretch. The ball's just inside the baseline. Another winner. Here we go again.
I'll tell you what.
Flip the coin.
This is a seesaw set. Suddenly it's Martin.
It's amazing.
Todd Martin's done this so many times. Ginepri actually had a night match earlier. It's Agassi last year. Generally, the American players are more accustomed to this scene. Great point.
They faked like he was going to come in. He tried to do too much. Here's Martin's chance to break.
I'm wondering what guys, or players like Juan Carlos Ferrero, Justine Henin are thinking right now.
I wish I was American. I could get on this court.
Playing later on a Saturday night.
I see Ferrero wasn't able to serve out the first set. He was up a break. It's now 5-all.
Yep, Chela broke for 5-all. Carra's hanging. It's a healthy member of the family, Safina.
Wow.
And Justine Nenanardan playing out on court 11.
Have we solved the split screen issue? I need 4 screens.
Game. Ginepri.
In other words, we need the TV from your house that you're saying, right?
I wish.
So Ginepri and Martin, it has been so close through 2 sets and just the same in the third. Here, 40 love now on Martin's serve.
Try to hit right through him, and that didn't work either.
It's been just a really good battle. I mean, looking at how even is it? Points won right now, 112 Martin, 110 Ginepri.
That's his 16th ace of the match. See, Justine Hennin-Hardin finished already with the first set.
Yeah, first set.
6-1.
So no trouble for Justine adapting to
Court center,
outside court.
grandstand,
Night.
11, doesn't matter to her.
Well, it's interesting though because you know she's never played
19
well here.
minutes. They've had
Right.
games this long here. Great shot.
Think of how many times Ginepri has tried that and not been able.
Ginepri's about 5'11". It's quite a bit easier proposition. That ball sat up for Todd Martin. He had time to line that up, get under it. Set all, 4-all, deuce. Martin a chance to break here and serve for the third set.
Oh, Ginepri, a double. And that just opens the door wide for Martin. He'll serve for the third set. Todd Martin serving for the third set.
Love it.
excellent low returns. And have given Ginepri hope here in this game. Pull even. Break back for the second time this set.
This has been like a fight, John, where each fighter stings the other with a jab, but nobody can land a combo.
It's like they throw a bunch of punches, the other one gets tired, and it's the other one's turn. If this is a break here, this would have to go down as one of the most back and forth sets I've ever seen at this level.
Oh, Ginepri almost got that.
Todd had just enough on it. Ginepri tried to put it by him. He just couldn't get enough. I was going to say would, but I just dated myself. Three big serves take him to set point.
So Todd Martin had loved 30 in this last game, but has charged back to take a 2-set-to-1 lead.